The warning. This is an interview with MTV Push. Let's go check it out. Hey there. So, I wondered aloud at the last couple of videos that they put out about the motivation behind the songs. And maybe we'll get a chance to find out what that is. This is by request from Dream Cruiser 4743 over at cupofcoffee.com. Thank you, Dream Cruiser, for your continued support of this channel and for this request. So, this is about 20 minutes, and we're just going to let it roll. Here we go.
No, don't say that.
Don't do that.
Like, even if they're bad decisions.
No. That's not what I meant. We are The Warning. We're three sisters from Monterrey, Mexico, and we're a rock band. I am Danny, the guitar player and lead singer.
I'm Pau, I'm the drummer.
I'm Alejandra, and I am the bass player.
The silence at midnight just feels like your nails down my back.
So we are from Monterrey, Mexico, and we've loved music since we were really young. Our parents are big music lovers, so we were always in this musical environment. And we started playing the piano, but it wasn't until our parents got us the video game, The Rock Band, and I loved watching my sisters play. I was really young, so I loved watching them play, and we got the inspiration from there. Danny started playing the guitar after that, Pau playing the drums. Eventually I started playing the bass, and we've just been playing ever since.
When we started writing,
we
already
had attention.
Yeah. We went viral because of a cover we did of Enter Sandman, and we started receiving a lot of attention. And with that attention, we were like, hey, like we could really be a band, but it's not like we want to be a cover band for our whole lives. So why don't we start exploring writing? Again, we were kids, but we were already like just thinking of our futures like that. But when we started writing, that was when it was like really consolidated. Like we were like, we want to be a band.
I think our music influences have grown throughout the years because our OG influences are still our influences, but they just been like added more. We started with AC/DC, Pink Floyd, Queen,
Muse is still one of our like biggest influences, but for this album in particular, we were listening to a lot of Real Blood. We toured with them as well, so like they were clearly an influence. Then Poet Society, Paramore.
I think that was like the main. Yeah, those were the main three.
On point.
Keep Me Fed is our newest album, and it's called like that because...
Thank you for passing it over to me. So Keep Me Fed just really encompasses what we were living in that whole time and what we were seeing around us, which is basically we live in a society where we just consume so much all the time. And we are never satisfied with anything, and we always want more and more and more. And it's about how we participate in that cycle as artists and as people, and how we give and how we take. And it's just like, it just kind of sheds a light on what we were living in that time. And you can see it in the cover, how we're like in this table that's just full of like excess. It's just like so much, and we're on top of that table, and we're just kind of like disrupting things. And that's kind of what we wanted to do with this album.
I mean, I think the process of songwriting changed over the years a lot. Specifically, this last album, Keep Me Fed, was a completely different and chaotic experience because we wrote it and recorded it in between tours. We were traveling a lot, and it was the first project that we ever
wrote on it. I mean, we were like, before we started recording this album, the writing process usually was just like, I would sit on the piano, I would write lyrics, a melody, have sort of like a structure. Then I would show it to my sisters, and we would produce it, complete writing it, like the three of us together, and then we would go with another producer and start working on it. But on this album, on Keep Me Fed, we were just like, we had weeks of writing sessions. We would step into a room, meet two people that we had never met before, write a song, finish the song, then the next day meet two other new people and write. And we did that for 2 weeks, and we wrote many songs. So, but it was incredibly challenging in a good way. To like, you had to communicate your ideas properly. So I feel like that really pushed us as artists and as writers. And I feel like you can see it in this new material.
Give me violence.
I've never had the time to like think about what I would have done if it wasn't this. I feel like it would be something within music because we've done it our whole lives.
Something creative.
Yeah, you'd be like.
I just directed a music video and I had a great time.
Oh, you were great.
So maybe
you'd be a great director.
A director.
Now that I know everything that I know, I would like kind of want to teach. I feel like that would be very cool.
You'd be a good teacher.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, what I would most like to remember about what we're living right now is like the excitement of like the uncertainty of what we're living. And also that type of pressure of just wanting to prove yourself is something that is so special that drives you to be better. And there's such a satisfying feeling and of a certain like team pride of what we're accomplishing together. Not only like the three of us, but like everyone who's involved and how we're growing and the steps that we're taking. It's just so exciting.
It's so insane. Automatic Sun, that phrase in and of itself, we just thought it sounded cool. So we actually kind of rode around it. And it's this song about longing for someone and that energy that they share with you. And that's just kind of like, we each kind of like put in our own little feelings on it because we all,
I feel like we all see it differently, but it is about having this person who just has this warmth and this energy and a gravitational pull that you can't help but just like go to them. And it's about missing that. It is my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, me too.
It is my favorite song to play live. So cool. It is just so much fun. So I'm very happy.
When it came out, I saw a comment that said like, this song just makes me want to dance and headbang at the same time.
Yeah,
I don't know how you did that.
I agree.
I was just like, yeah.
What I need. Oh, you're so out of reach, yeah. The way you hurt me's never enough. This addiction's just hard to give up. If you want it all, then just take it. 'Cause you got me, you got that.
I'm just remembering, we had come back from our shows in South America. We were exhausted, and we had a writing session with Dan Lancaster and Anton. We met Dan we toured with Muse, and he was the keyboard player for Muse in this tour. So we had met him there, we had that connection, we had written with him in LA, and now he came to Monterrey to write some songs with us. And it was like, there was instant chemistry with like Anton, Dan, and the three of us, and that was the last song we wrote. Automatic Sun had like 3 versions, like we did so many verses and so many choruses. We had no idea what we were doing at that point. But then we were doing the chorus and something just clicked. And the rest of the song just like flowed so nicely. Fans, I feel like they usually hear what they want to
like
hear.
they give it their own meaning. And I feel like that's so nice because that's what music is for. So they listen to the song and they make it their own, and that's really nice.
And with Automatic Sun, I don't know what I would want them to take away. More than anything, I feel like sometimes rock music takes itself too seriously, and this is a song that is just fun to listen to, fun to dance to, fun to sing.
Play.
So hopefully, what they take away is just a fun experience.
Sick story is very, very fun because we were in LA and we had a songwriting session we did not want to
We did not
go
want to
to.
do that.
It was
Oh, you need to
We
give
were-
context. We were at the like very end of the tour. We were
so
exhausted, and we had that writing session, and we had 2 writing sessions before that day,
yeah.
which did not go that well. So we were like, we don't want to go, but we went because we were like, maybe
went
this is
there.
the best song we've ever
This is-
written. We
you
don't
never
know.
know.
We arrived there, and Anton, who is the guy that we wrote it with, was not answering his phone. He was not coming out of his house, and we
It
were like,
was-
we're gonna leave if
it's a
he doesn't
sign.
come out in 5 minutes. And then he came out, and we started working, and it was like instant chemistry. And it's the first song that
We wrote-
came out for this album. Like we wrote it for this album.
it was
That's
the
where the
fastest
process
song.
started. Anton ended up producing
The whole
album.
record.
So it was just like really meant to be.
I wanna make mistakes and live in regret. Don't wanna give it, just take it out of my head. And if I break it, fake it, don't care what comes next. If that's a price to pay, I'll do with it when I'm dead.
I remember because you already had like a mood board.
I had a mood board and a verse.
and a verse for this song, so we just kind of sat around in the couch. Anton was like on a guitar.
Doing great.
We had a
doing
playlist with
riffs.
references that we were all like listening to
Listening
just to get on
to.
the same page.
Yeah,
We talked
on the
about the
same vibe.
topic, and I had like a mood board. So we were just like seeing the mood board, and like we would start working, throwing lyrics around and melodies around.
Funny story though, the song did not have a title, just an overarching theme. But Anton would say sick all the time,
lot.
like, oh, that's,
that's
sick.
sick.
And it was like, it eventually became the title of the song.
The song is about just like being sick of not doing anything with your life and just like really wanting to, like, even if you mess up, like you just want to live. So I hope that fans take away a feeling of freedom and of possibilities. I know that in the song we talk about like making mistakes and like wanting to live in regret, if that's what life leads you to. But I feel like what we're trying to say and what we hope they take away is that we only live once and that like we're gonna die. Do what you want and what makes you happy and what will make you like die in peace. Like saying like, I lived my life.
Yeah, no.
And that like there's the proof.
Sick.
What's up, MTV? We're
The Warning.
and we're about to push play.
What song reminds us of our childhood?
It has to be Elton John or Billy Joel. I feel
I would
sure,
say
for sure.
Scenes from an Italian Restaurant
By Billy Joel, for sure.
Definitely
I think
live
that's-
version as well. It's like
Yes.
The live version.
I think that's different for the three of us. I would go like I don't know why, Fly as Me by Silk Sonic. It's
Okay,
just like
I mean, it puts you in a
Yeah.
cool mood. Abracadabra by Brown Eyed Girls.
I probably listen to like Lady Gaga, probably like Judas or something
Slay.
like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
Good. Ooh,
Oh, that's
mine is very like specific.
okay.
Pas de deux by Tchaikovsky from the Nutcracker.
Oh, look.
That's a good
No,
one.
like,
that's
that's
a
a
good
good
one.
Imagine writing that and like it has no lyrics, but you just feel like I cry horribly when I hear that song
I know.
every single time.
I wish I could write something as emotional as Lilac Wine by Jeff Buckley. Oh my God. That's
Good.
I would say Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. That's a great song.
That's
I wish I
good
wrote that.
Clay Pigeons by Michael Cera.
Dude.
I choose peaceful songs each year to hear like after shows, when I'm removing my makeup, whatever. And it's literally on a loop for hours. I love that song.
Yeah,
Clay Pigeons.
I love All Mine. Love is All Mine by Mitski. I love that right now.
It's a good song.
Yes, but I don't know the
the
exact title.
grammar of it.
Yeah.
since Espresso came out by Sabrina
Sabrina
Carpenter,
Carpenter?
I've been listening to it. I love that song. It's such a fun song.
Nice.
Bop.
In Love.
There's so many like lovely
Yeah.
love songs. Call It Fate, Call It Karma by The Strokes.
Nice.
Good.
I will probably go like something that is not even in a language I know, like La Vie en Rose.
Ooh, cute.
That's good. I would say Eres by Café Tacuba.
I think it would depend on how the breakup like goes.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like such an iconic like breakup song is Somebody That I Used to Know by Gaultier.
Ooh.
That's like,
I feel like if I would like have a breakup, I would probably be like pissed about it.
Yeah.
So You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would say Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. I feel like that's a good one. Yeah.
On the nose.
Yeah, on the nose.
A song that makes me get up and dance no matter what. Gasolina by Daddy Yankee.
I thought you were gonna say Gangnam Style. Gangnam
Right?
Style.
You're so right.
That is, like,
Gasolina is
literally-
my all-time
Yeah.
favorite song to like be happy.
Yeah.
yep.
I love Gangnam Style.
That
Thank
song-
you.
that
You know me
song,
better
if-
than I know myself.
If you don't stand up and dance to that song,
Something's
like-
wrong.
like something's wrong with you. Like it's just
You're right.
a song to dance
Gangnam
to.
Style.
I heard Boogie Wonderland today and I was just like, yeah, man. That's it.
Dance.
A song that goes like really, really loud in the car, King for a Day, like Pierce the Veil. Just kind of like go all out.
Wow. So you're stuck in the Monterrey traffic and you're just like,
Of course.
Ale and I listened to the song very loudly in a car. It's called Culo by Ilya Kuriaki. Great.
Oh, we were stuck in
It's
traffic
great.
and we were like,
We put it on
do it.
loop
yeah.
on like super high volume.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rudy, for showing
Yeah,
us
thank
that
you.
song.
Our favorite karaoke song. Okay, go.
My
go,
go-to
go.
karaoke song is Gasolina
Yeah.
by Daddy Yankee.
I
Yes.
don't
Yes.
really do karaoke. To be honest, I don't like singing that much, but I would say Noreste Caliente by Jonas.
That's
Great
a very
song
good
for
choice.
kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Throwback track.
Oh, my favorite
for us.
throwback track is Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a very
Yeah.
good one.
That makes
Very
me
good
happy.
one. Slim Shady, Eminem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Man Eater by Nelly
Man
Furtado
Eater is
before
yes.
2010? Yeah, I would
Yes,
say
yes,
Man
it
It's
Eater.
like 2006 or
Okay,
something
then
like that.
Man Eater by Nelly Furtado.
That's cool.
Slay.
Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing to me. Yeah.
Because she's a middle tone.
I have
Yeah.
ADHD. I do not like. I can't.
Yeah, she's never on time. She
understand
always
why.
does things
No.
like last minute.
Hey MTV, we're The Warning, and we're gonna play a game that's called This or That.
Nice.
I am more productive as an early bird, but I like my beauty sleep. Like, do not wake me up early in the morning.
I like the sunshine, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I would say
So
night
night
owl.
owl.
Yeah.
I'll stick with early bird.
Ooh. On time or
Oh.
fashionably late? Fashionably late.
You're always
Yeah.
I have no
You're
sense
always
of
late.
time.
I'm always on time.
I feel like I'm
I'm always
on time girly.
early so I can be on time.
Because she's a middle tone.
I have
Yeah.
ADHD. I do not like. I can't.
Yeah, she's never on time. She
understand
always
why.
does things
No.
like last minute, and I prefer to do everything early so
Yeah,
I
I
can
prefer to be ready.
on
But
time.
usually we get ready together, so they pull me with their
No,
time.
no.
Usually, hey,
on tours.
yes,
only on tour.
Only on
exactly.
tours.
We're always on tour.
Well, you're right. Cooking at home or takeout?
Takeout.
Oh, takeout.
Because
Yeah.
cooking at
Cooking
home
is so
implies
much
cleaning,
work. Yes.
and I can't clean.
That's a lot of work.
Okay.
Yes,
That's a
takeout.
lot.
Well, but when you're back from tour, the last thing you want to eat is takeout. So you-
That's right, because you've
but
already
you,
eaten
like
that.
we ask our mom to make us.
Oh.
So if
A mom
we're
made
cooking,
meal.
no. If our mom is cooking, then
Yes.
performing live.
Yes.
Yes.
Recording
definitely.
music videos is
It's exhausting.
It's really big. It's
And
really
since you're
big.
not playing for anyone, like
It's
to
just
anyone,
like-
it's
It's
just like
weird
feels weird.
performing to a camera.
Yeah.
And
it
usually
is
I
funny.
get the last playback. Like I have to play for your playback and your playback and the general playback and
'Cause
then
you're
I'm
in
at the
every
very
shot.
end.
Yeah.
And so I've done like 30 shots already and I'm like so playing live.
Playing live.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Going out or staying in? Depends.
It depends
Depends. It
to
really
where, but I feel like I will be more of a staying in.
Going out.
I love staying in, but since we're rarely at home, I would
go
say
out.
going out.
Yeah,
You're
I
right,
do
you're
this.
right.
I going out to stay in. Like going out to like somebody's
friend's
like
house.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like
And just have pizza.
chilling.
That's a great.
But like I'm not
that's
gonna go
great.
clubbing. Like I'm too tired
We
for that.
beat the system.
Exactly. Dressing up or dressing
up,
down?
dressing up.
Dressing up.
Dressing up.
Dressing
Let's
up.
get it.
It's always so fun to like get ready to go. I feel like sometimes the get ready part, like getting ready part, is way more fun than like
then-
when you actually go out. So
Yeah.
I love dressing up. It's
I
always so
agree.
fun.
And on tour, you're always just like in such a like
In a state, yeah.
all the time. I was gonna say fodonga, but I don't know the word in English for that. So like you feel yucky all the time. So when you do get to dress up, it's like
You feel
I feel like
fresh.
myself again.
Yes.
Is this the first answer that we have like the same answer? I think so.
Maybe. I'm glad we agree.
Thanks for watching. Head to MTV's YouTube for more with us.
Well, I hope you liked that. I did. We learned some new things, I think, especially about the maturation of their songwriting process. When they talked about learning to communicate, I think Pau said this. In fact, I know she did. That the songwriting sessions were helping them to learn to communicate with each other, what it is they were, to get across what it is that they were trying to get across in the song. And then she also said she felt like rock takes itself too seriously sometimes. Well, I agree. Absolutely agree. I mean, I think that's one of the things that pushed me towards Eastern rock, because there is so much fun being had by the participants in so many bands. Whereas so often the heavy, serious, sometimes depressing atmosphere that surrounds Western metal is a little bit much in a world where it's already heavy and can be depressing. And so I agree with her, absolutely. How about you? One of the things she brought up, I've seen this before. I haven't used one because I've never been in a band where we did a lot of song writing. We were mostly cover bands. And when we did write, it was usually just a couple of us. And you'd use a big legal pad and jot down ideas and lines and go back and forth until you thought you had something. And because they write as a group like they do, the mood board idea I thought was really cool. And I can only imagine what a mood board has on it. I think she gave us some ideas, a list of words that could be used, but I'm thinking all kinds of things probably go on this mood board, and I'd like to learn more about that. How about you? Atmosphere and what, word association, things like that. So, I'd like to see how that mood board works. I really would. So anyway, if you've heard about that before, put it in the comments and talk to me about it. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. Thank you, DC4743, for this suggestion. If you want to know when we drop the next video, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and it'll tell you. How about that? Easy as pie. So I got to go now, but thanks for watching this with me. I'll see you later. Bye.